They barged into Cecilia's chamber to find John in a rather compromising state without his trousers. The resultant scandal was colossal, enough to send shockwaves through the court. Eric, amplifying the situation, imprisoned John and initiated public hearings, turning the whole thing into a spectacle. The entire group, including the innocent Katarina and Edzard, was hurriedly escorted back to Stockholm. Gustav was incensed. He was furious at Eric for his ham-fisted approach, at Cecilia for potentially tarnishing the family name, and at Katarina for not monitoring her vivacious sister. He was basically mad at everybody. John's predicament in Stockholm was far from pleasant. He endured months of the king's wrath. However, Gustav's most profound ire was reserved for his daughter. On recounting the ordeal to his third wife, he was visibly emotional, lamenting the damage to his daughter's reputation due to Eric's mishandling. John was eventually released, having sworn that Cecilia remained chaste, though many remained skeptical. Surprisingly, Gustav dismissed the obvious solution, which was to marry Cecilia to John. He was unwilling to commit 2 daughters to Ostfriesland, viewing it as beneath his aspirations for them. This whole entire episode left Cecilia in an unenviable position. Once she was a prized match for the European elite, her reputation now had a shadow over it. The ordeal showcased her defiance, but also the strict expectations and rigid norms of her time. There was another example a few years later of a massive party that she had. So in 1563, during the cool hours of the night, the echoing laughter and music from her chambers caught the attention of the entire palace. Cecilia, alongside one of her sisters, was in the midst of a spontaneous soiree. This nighttime revelry did not sit well with her brother, Eric, leading to a heated exchange between the siblings. This incident, combined with the previous Vadstena scandal, spurred Eric to impose stricter protocol on the royal household. His sisters, especially Cecilia, became subjects of this rigid surveillance, barred from nocturnal exits, entertaining guests at ungodly hours, and even receiving unapproved letters. Eric harbored suspicions of Cecilia's associations, accusing her of mingling with dubious company. Beyond these restrictive rules, the princesses were also forbidden from participating in politics, further evidenced by their collective protest against the imprisonment of their brother, John, another John, which Eric had vehemently rebuked. Cecilia didn't stifle her opinions on this matter and voiced her discontent openly. So Eric had imprisoned his own brother because of questions about his loyalty, and this was something that would continue throughout his reign. He became very, very paranoid of everyone, and eventually, as we'll see, it became a self-fulfilling prophecy.